Hello, hello, hello. What is that? Oh my God, I'm just getting older. All these weird things pop up in my life. Hello, how is everybody? Does that help? No. I am doing a demo on this beautiful palette. It's the Moodstruck Addiction Palette 1. It is very used, as you can see. It has 7 amazing, beautiful, neutral brown colors. Some are matte, some are shimmer, some are satin, and we are going to have some fun. So, you use your favorite primer. I am going to use our primer. And one thing that I also do, actually I'm using a cream shadow as a primer today. But one thing that I also do is after I put the primer on, and yes, I use my fingers for a lot of things, and that helps cancel out a little bit of the red, and I have some discoloration. Hi, Chantal. In my lids. After I do that, I take my favorite big brush. This brush is actually by Morphe. It's the M335. I love this brush, but I use it for one thing and one thing only. I use it for, I put it in my setting powder, and then I put it on my eyes. And then I apply my shadow. And because I'm using a translucent powder, once I get the color on, you can't hardly even tell that I put that on there. So let's get busy. I am going to use Chipper, which is this medium brown color, for my transition or crease color. I'm going to use this color on my outer portion of the V to kind of bring in some depth. Got something stuck on my eye, my lip. And then I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with the lid yet. Let's play with it and see what we come up with. We are going to use our fluffy crease brush for Chipper. So we're going to add Chipper. You want to make sure when you are putting this crease color on that you don't pat, okay? And I don't know about you, but I've had it happen to me a million times where I go to put it on and it skips, and so I've got like these lines and there's no shadow and it doesn't blend and it just looks alarmingly horrible, and that's why I've learned. So you want to make sure that you're using a light hand and you're just using that windshield wiper motion, and that, see, it doesn't skip. Especially, hi Jamie Pishak. How are you feeling, my love? That makes it blend easier too. So you definitely want to make sure that you're using that windshield wiper motion. Then we're going to do the other side. And you put as much as you want. You can put more if you want. That's the color that I like. So you just put that on and keep adding to it if you want it to be darker. And remember, you can add, but you can't take away. So go light when you first start putting it on, and then you can go darker if you want to go darker. Okay, now, and this, I should have opened another palette because this color is Elated, and as you can see, I hit pan on it, but I love the color, so I'm going to scrape a little bit out of here. It's like my favorite color. Hi, Catherine. And I'm going to use the same brush that I just used to do Elated here, okay? And remember, these are sisters, not twins. They're always going to be a little bit different. Both sides of your face are not the same. So I'm going to take Elated, and I'm going to use that as my under the brow bone color, and I'm going to blend that down Oh, good. I'm sorry, Amy. When you seeing the pulmonologist? So I'm blending that elated down instead of worrying about blending it up. See what I'm doing there? So we're getting rid of that harsh line and we're doing our brow bone color at the same time. That's special. Okay. So using the same brush, I'm telling you, this is the brush you want, okay? This is the brush you want. And right now I have this palette with eyeliner and mascara on sale. Killer deal. If you want this brush, I will hook you up with this brush. Shh, don't tell anybody, it's a secret. If you jump on this deal, because it's a killer deal. Okay, so now I'm going to go with Forthright, which is this darker color. We use this in the crease. We use this color. We use this color as our blending color. And now we're going to go over to this color, which is Forthright. And we're going to put that on this outer corner right here, and we're using the same swipey swipes. No pat. You want to make sure you're swiping those colors. If you pat them, you are going to get that skip motion, and you don't want skip motions. Hi, Amy. Hi, Tammy. And always, especially with eyeshadows, you want to tap the brush because, trust me, there's a lot of pigment when you picked that up. There's a ton. So I just want to add that dark color there. Tap the other side. And I'm just swipey. And I'm not, this color is literally just for my outer corner. So I'm not swiping this all the way like I did the transition color. I'm only swiping it just on that outer corner. One trick that I always do, especially because mature eyes and all that, is put a brush or a pencil, whatever, from here to here. You don't want to have any shadow going below that line. And the reason is because it's going to pull your eye down. And when you get to be older, you definitely don't want to pull anything down. Gravity is doing enough of that. We want to push things up. So that's what we do. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of, okay, so I'm going to use Brassy, this color right here on my lid, all over my lid, blending it into this darker color over here and up into my crease, but not, I literally don't want to take my shimmer beyond this. And then I'm going to take this color, which is, I can't read upside down, Sincere, and I put that in the inner corner. And for this, I'm going to use, this is a cream shadow brush. The reason that I use this and not a fluffy brush is because when you've got shimmers, you want to pat those on. When you're using a fluffy brush, you want to do the swipey. So fluffy brushes, swipey. Not fluffy brushes, pat. And I definitely want to pat the shimmer on. So this is Brassy. Hi, Denise. That's pretty. So I'm going to do the other side. So we do a little bit different application with the shimmers. And as I was looking at this, I'm noticing that this is not as blended as I would like it. So I'm going to blend that a little bit more. And you can also blend this. So just blend that a little bit. Then I'm going to take the same brush, but I'm going to use the color Sincere. It's lighter than Brassy. This has got more of a brown tone, and this is more of a, it's got like a creamy lighter tone. So I'm going to put that on the same brush, but this I'm just going to put on the inner corner. See? And we just tap that. I get confused. Not pretty. Okay. I'm going to throw one more thing at you. I'm going to use, see, I love to get palettes like this because there's so many different looks that you can get with this, but that you can end up using all the colors at some point in time. It is not, it could be a smoky eye, but it is not. So we're going to take this really pretty color right here. This is almost the same color as Forthright, but this is a shimmer. And that is called Zealous. So I'm going to get my, here we go. This is my, wait a second. Yeah, this is my brow artist brush. So one side is angled and this side, yes, you do, and you don't even have to talk when you come. And this side is flat. Hi, Sherry. Hi, babe. So I'm going to take this side, the angled side. You could use both sides, but I prefer using the angled side. I'm going to get some setting spray. You can use water if you want. I just have a little plate here that I dip it into. I dip my brush in. I don't want it to be sopping wet, but I want it to be damp. And then I'm going to go in and get that color Zealous on the brush. And then, oh, I wish I had, yeah, hold on. Here we go. I'm going to get this and I'm going to use this as my liner. Now, you can use a liner. Hi, Mirta. You can use an eyeliner. That's totally fine. I prefer using shadows for eyeliner because, and this is why, I can take this up like that and then take this and just buff it out a little bit. So it gives me a little angled, not a cat eye, but it gives a little something something. It's kind of fun. And this liner is going to stay on because I'm using setting powder. Sorry, because I'm using setting. How are you? Because I'm using setting spray with the liner. Now, a lot of people think I already have eyeliner on. And I understand it does look that way, but I don't. I actually, good, glad to hear it, Mirta. I actually don't. I have old tattooed eyeliner from 20 years ago that I had done. So it's very old. And I usually cover it up. But it is good to have getting ready for sewing class start. Yay! Fun. What are you working on? Thank you. So that's what we're going to do with the shimmer shimmer. And I just think that adds a little bit of fun. And you could go thicker. You could go bigger. You could do, hi, Rose. You could, you know, make this, you can go over it a couple times, make it darker. You can do whatever you want. Fun. Ooh, I want to see. I love me some purses. Okay, so that's it. This brush is awesome. So literally, you guys, if you're interested in getting the palette with an eyeliner and a mascara, I've got a killer deal, and I will hook you up with some awesome brushes because honestly, I never thought brushes mattered. Like I was like, oh, I'll just use whatever, use my fingers, use whatever. And I do use my fingers, don't get me wrong. I definitely use my fingers, but having the right brush, even if it's just one, if you just get this brush, I can show you how to do a million different looks using just this brush. So I definitely suggest at least getting our fluffy crease brush. It is the best brush ever. And then we're going to add a little bit. I really quickly this morning, they make a huge difference, especially good quality brushes. I love our brushes, but I also use some brushes from Morphe. This is one of my favorite brushes by Crown that I found at the beauty supply. So, you know, as long as they're good brushes and you're using the right brush for the right thing, which a lot of people don't realize that you do use certain brushes to do certain things, and certain brushes need to be used a certain way to have them work correctly. So like if you're working with a fluffy brush, you want to make sure that you're doing this with a fluffy brush, and with a flat brush like this that you're patting. So you do different styles with different brushes. So it does matter. It does matter. Well, I want to see your clutches and your purses, your wallets. Hi, Leanne. So that's it. So that's the special that we have going on. The other thing that I really love about these is I've actually had this palette for 2 years, because you don't have to use a lot. You don't have to. It's probably 3 years since it came out. This is my original one. They last forever, and the colors stay on. Once you put these on, they stay on. It's hypoallergenic. I wear contacts. I never get irritated. I never have any problems, and they're really super easy to work with, which is a big deal for a lot of people, because who wants to spend, you know, an hour putting your makeup on in the morning? You want something quick, fast, easy, quality, that's not going to hurt your skin, that's not going to damage you, and it's easy to use. I will put a list of the products that I used in the comments below, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll talk to you guys soon.